Welcome, Razmanites and movie buffs alike, to round number 2 of the TheCigaretteBurns film reviews. This round's film is Stuart Gordon's 1985 horror classic, Reanimator. And I, of course, am the Raz Man, here to kick things off with my review of the film. Now, for those of you like me going into this who have never seen Reanimator, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the plot here. The film starts off with Hubert West, who's played by Jeffrey Combs, arriving at a university in New England. I forget the name of it. It's some unpronounceable name that I couldn't for the life of me pronounce, even if I'd seen the movie 100 times probably. It's like I said, it's from Switzerland, it's foreign. Or actually, I'm mixing things up. He got expelled from a university in Switzerland, so he goes to a university in New England. But that actually has no effect on the pronunciation of the university, because I can't remember how to pronounce it, sorry. But Hubert West arrives at the university and he runs into a fellow medical student by the name of Dan Kane, who's played by Bruce Abbott. And he then proceeds to convert the building's basement into his own personal laboratory. Kane, meanwhile, is secretly dating Megan, played by Barbara Crampton, who's the daughter of the school dean, Alan Havery, who's played by Robert Sampson. There's an instant almost immediately in this movie between West and faculty member Dr. Carl Hill, who's played by the brilliant David Gale. If you've never seen David Gale, oh my god, you don't deserve to be watching this channel. I'm just kidding. But David Gale is an absolute genius. Go and look up David Gale on IMDb. You would not believe how much stuff this guy has done. He's brilliant. But there's an incident between West and Dr. Hill, and Hill's theory of brain death bears a remarkable resemblance to that of West's mentor, Dr. Hans Gruber, played by Al Berry, who is based in Zurich. So that's what this whole movie is about. It's about West and Hill using what they refer to as brain reanimation technology. And the person they bring back to life, got a little tongue-tied there, but the person they bring back to life is this dead professor, Dr. Hans Gruber. And as you would imagine, when you play God and do something like that, you have horrific side effects. So that's basically what the movie is about, is that they bring the professor back to life and the horrific side effects that ensue. Mainly the death of one of the main characters, which is another body that's, I'm struggling to remember because I've only watched this movie once, but there is another reanimated corpse that they try to bring back to life, and to try to cover up the professor bringing back to life, and just crazy things ensue. Man, I'm not doing a very good job with this, am I? I apologize to you, Snow and Andre and Greg, or even Adam, if you're able to chime in this time. Whoever comes in after me, please explain the plotline a little bit better than I did. And in the meantime, I'll put the Wikipedia link over here to the right in the description box in case I just totally confused the crap out of you, because I just realized how unbelievably crappy a job I've just done explaining that plot. Wow. I guess I'm not gonna go first. If I've only seen a movie once from now on, I apologize. But what I can do is talk to you about this film, because this was an absolutely brilliant film. It had everything that a horror movie needs. It scared me because I hadn't seen it. It was cheesy, which was great because it was filmed in 1985. It was suspenseful. You don't really know where it was going. And most importantly for me, it was a head scratcher. I mean, I don't know about you, but the idea of reanimating someone from the dead is an absolutely fascinating concept, and one that to me is not out of the realm of possibility. We continue to push technology further and further and further, and eventually someday we might be able to clone people or bring people back from the dead. Is it moral? Is it right? That's debatable, but I think it actually could happen. And that's another reason that I love Dollhouse, Joss Whedon's Dollhouse, because it delves into pushing sci-fi and science and just where that blurred line is. So, Stuart Gordon's Reanimator, I give a 5 out of 5. Great cinematography, great feel for what the movie was, scared me crapless, and was just an absolutely totally enjoyable film. So if you haven't seen Reanimator, I highly recommend it. Again, sorry for the rather poor job of explaining the plotline. Please, whoever comes next, go ahead and do that again, in case it came off as badly as I think it did in the video. With that, I will be back next round for another The Cigarette Burns review, Raz Man style.